Actually, no. I'll leave that like that. Ugh. So, welcome. I know there's nobody in the chat yet, but I do want to kind of get this show on the road because I have other things that I want to do today. So, if you are new to the stream, you're watching this as a VOD, this is the Soldier 76. It is an enormous, giant monolith of a Nerf blaster. It is one of the biggest blasters released. Honestly, in the entire hobby, I think this is probably one of the biggest. Hi, Captain Shotgun. No, I'm not modding it. This blaster was taken care of very poorly. Very, very poorly. And long story short, this was Bricko's blaster. New proton pack, and that's probably my favorite build on this blaster. Yeah, I made you a proton pack because I have a proton pack and I haven't, like, had an attachment done for it yet. I am, like, genuinely considering doing it on the Soldier 76 if I can get it working. But essentially, hi, Arthur, whatever you want to say it. This blaster was thrashed. Absolutely thrashed to death. Bricko took care of this, like, I have no idea what happened, but it was a rat's nest. Like, an actual full-on rat's nest in here. And when I opened the hopper, it was full of... There's actually still pieces of it. Yeah, that's like a little mouse poo still in there. Oh, man, it is disgusting. There were pieces, like, little flakes of rival rounds that just fell out of it. And I am going to see if I can fix it. First, though, I want to see if it actually does rev. I don't think these batteries really have much juice in them at all, but I want to see if a full connection can be made just by using it. So, oh, wow, that's... Okay. Oh, there's tape. I haven't actually opened this yet. Oh yeah, this is one of those where it uses 6D batteries, because of course it does. Oh my god! Talk about battery springs. Jeez. I'm gonna try it this way instead. See if I can... Oh my god! Nope, now it's smashing down instead. Get in there! Holy crap. Okay. I'm not even gonna... So it does actually rev. So we have the flywheels rev, but there are multiple connections in here. So obviously, if I do that, it's not gonna work. Let me see. Nah, so the conveyor belt doesn't seem to be moving. I can't tell if it's jammed. It does actually, like... Alright. So, it seems like it's not a wiring problem because the light came on and the flywheels came on. And this thing isn't moving either. So, that's supposed to snap back and forth. I do have the extra pieces to it. So that leads me to believe... I don't think it's a wiring issue. I think it's a mechanical issue. And if it is a mechanical issue, and it can be fixed, that's great. But if that's not the case, and it is a wiring issue, then that's going to have to be a problem that I tackle firsthand. So, it does turn on. But now we actually have to start disassembling it. So. I should actually bring my iPad over so I can talk to chat. Where is YouTube? Do I not have a YouTube app on here? I should. Why can't I find it? What is this crap? Yeah, I don't have it. Why don't I have it installed? Oh my god. Let me see if I can just use this. Of course it's signed out. Let's click this. Click on that. There we go. There. I have access to the chat. I forgot how many different types of plastic this thing actually has. There's a lot. There's like a screw hole under this wire. This wire is weird. That's such a strange design choice. I can't possibly understand why it's there. I'm sure it has something to do with the actual in-game design of this, but I don't play Overwatch, so I have no idea. I do think this is single-handedly one of the most badass-looking blasters that Hasbro's ever made, though. It is a monolith. It is so oversized. Nerf gun. Hi, Cloud Boy Gaming. Oh, this just slides right off. Nice. I always like to see that, because that makes organizing it easier. Oh, this slides off too. Great. That is actually very helpful. Good, so we got parts that just slide off. I'm kind of hoping that the rest of this slides off too. Can all of this slide off as one piece, maybe? Where'd you get? Brickosaurus227 gave it to me. And currently I'm trying to find out what's wrong with it. Cool. Yes, sir, Bob. And yeah, I can see it like actively separating. Yup. Falls right apart. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. This is working out really good so far. Nerfs are more tankier than expected. Yeah, this thing is quite the beast of a blaster. I'm inclined to believe this part also just comes off if it's anything like the other parts that I've seen right here. Though there is a light, so it might have wiring attached to it. Okay. Clearly, it wants to up towards the back, but I think over here it is connected. So I will probably have to open the whole blaster to get that. Also, we have the hopper in there, but I'm pretty sure that that will just detach when I take the blaster apart. I could be wrong, and I really hope I'm not, because that's going to make things a lot more difficult, but here's to hoping. I don't see anything else. Hi, Bricko. Bricko, what the heck? Respond to your text. Respond to your Discord. I asked if I gave you the abolisher. I don't remember if I did. I did. Oh, well. I was gonna make a zombie strike video, and I couldn't find the abolisher, so I wanted to see if I gave it to you. I'm finding it suspicious that there's no screws anywhere up here, and I really hope that there isn't a hidden one. As I responded, you didn't give me the abolisher. Wait, then where is it? I looked everywhere. I don't have it. Where did the abolisher go? What the hell? Is that one that we dumped in the donation bin? Maybe, because I thought I brought my abolisher there. No, you didn't bring it at all. I would have remembered. That's concerning. I literally can't find it. I have looked in every single bin and drawer and location where I have Nerf blasters at, and the abolisher is gone. I just scored one of those at a yard sale. One of these things or an abolisher, Scott? Did you leave it at Hanu? No. I don't leave anything at Hanu. And besides, nobody would want the abolisher, so I definitely did sell it or give it away. Alright, I think this is the last screw. That monstrosity. That is an absolute behemoth of a find at a freaking yard sale. Are you kidding me? Alrighty, let's see. Where does it want to stick together? Oh, that does come off. Yep. Just like I thought. Except for this. Doesn't want to separate there. Oh, what the heck? Okay, why is it being held in? What is it being held in by? Please tell me there aren't hidden screws in it somewhere. I don't see why it's not coming out. Is it just clipped shut, maybe? I can't open it. Okay, so this does just, like, fall apart. Good. And there's more garbage in it. Always good to see. Always good to see. There are no hidden screws there. There's no hidden screws. Also, that's broken. Great. You will soon find out why I couldn't fully clean and fix it. What is holding it shut? That's what I want to know, is why is it not opening? Like, I can see it. There's absolutely nothing holding it together. It's just not opening. It won't open. And I have no idea why. Can you explain, like, Should it just be opening, or is there a hidden screw that I just can't find? Or can I just, like, pop it? It's really trying to let go, but it doesn't want to. Oh my god. Okay. Never mind. I opened it. And we have this part. Oh, that slides. Oh, no, I forgot to open the jam door. Okay, that makes sense. Why is this wire so unbelievably tight? Let me try and unclip this. There we go. There. Okay, so we have this. Let me quickly inspect these wires. Ugh. Blech. Friggin' garbage. Doesn't look like it has redneck engineering in there. But it does have a lot of hair, which, that's great. That is fine. That's fine. I think this whole side is fine. You just have to constantly try and wiggle it open. Okay. So there is more Rival Round garbage. There are little dead spiders in it. My god, this thing's a rat's nest. Okay. What is the actual problem? Where is the problem located? We have this, which... Okay, that's the thing what slides back and forth and is spring-loaded. Okay. This is complicated. That just comes out. Nice. This is an unbelievable set of flywheels. That is like an ungodly amount of glue holding that on. Is that it? Is that where it's failing? No, this is just a micro switch. It wouldn't rev if this was failing. I want to get in there. Let's see. That one. That has to press down. And then this micro switch will engage. This is doing something. So this switch has to be good. And then, Jesus Christ, yeah, one cable that's going this way. Two that are connecting to this board. Bricko, why couldn't you clean and fix it? Like, I understand that this is complicated, but it doesn't seem like it's unfixable. I guess let's start taking things apart. I hate people, people hate me. I prefer my own best company. Single and secluded on my own. I have the best of times all alone because I hate people. I was scared to take it apart considering I have no wiring experience. Is this to fix the balance in? I don't know what that means. But, bruh, it's not even about wiring experience. It's about just what are the wires connected to and where is it failing? It revved up. It revved up and the light came on. So this whole circuit here works. I'm pretty sure everything around here works just fine. So I'm going to ignore all of this and just focus on what's going on over here. Because there's clearly something that is either being crimped or is torn or something that connects to one of these motors, or the motor is just jammed. And it could literally just be jammed and needs to be unjammed in order to work. But the flywheels spin. The flywheels spin, and that's the most important part. Balancing. No, it doesn't fire. The mechanism doesn't continue moving forwards. Okay, that's the dart gate. Or that's the hop-up unit. Get the rival round crap out of it. Actually, can that just come out? No, of course it can't. Why would it be able to come out? What kind of a question is that? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, all this looks fine. This whole switch and assembly looks okay, so I'm gonna take that whole thing, if I can get it out. There we go. I'm just gonna move it loosely over there. I unfortunately can't just screw it together. It's like it has to be fully screwed down or not at all. So let me see if I can cautiously disassemble this without pieces going everywhere. And then, yep, that's spring loaded, and there we go. So now I'm gonna put this back, and I'm going to just kind of loosely lay it over itself so I know how it's supposed to go back. Do you recommend buying this blaster? I have no idea. I don't know. First, I need to fix it, and then I'll get back to you on that. Realistically, if it comes down to user experience so far, no, because it doesn't work. But I know that it's broken, so that's not really a fair comparison. Let me open this hopper and see if, oh my gosh, anything in there has anything to do with this. Remember, this is a long screw. These ones up here are short screws. Okay, the top one is a long screw. The bottom one is a short screw. I need to remember that. Oh, that is really dirty. Oh my god. That is so nasty. No one took care of this thing. Oh my god. So I have, oh my gosh. I have, this thing needs to come out too, which is great because that's like a whole gear rack thing right there. But I know that this is part of the problem. It's just because this, I don't know what part of it is the problem. That's the issue. It's because I'm pretty sure that this thing should be good. It's just, oh, that just comes out all at once. Okay, I'm going to put these back in because I don't want to mess with this unless I have no choice. So now we have, okay, there we go. Now we can see, oh, it's one motor. All right, that's a good lead. That's a good lead. This is good, this is good, these are good. It's something in here that is screwing up, and I'm willing to bet it's this board right there, because I see a capacitor there that looks absolutely burnt to crap. I have a good mind to think that that is our problem. And if that's it, That's a moderately difficult fix because I have to get into all this, but it should be doable. Either that or the other option is that the motor is just burnt out, which I hope it isn't. Oh my god, all the mouse poo that's just in here. Ugh. Get out of there. Get out of my nugget. I'm gonna need a shower after fixing this thing. Okay, can I please just flip it over to see what's in there? It's hard to tell. Do you... Hang on. Do you know any blasters like... I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, conveyor belt's on this side. I don't think the conveyor belt is jammed. It doesn't seem like it is. It literally just seems like it is filthy. And that there's something that's just fried, but I can't tell which one it is. If I pull on the board, does it move? It moves a little bit. That's very concerning. It should not move. It shouldn't move. Why is it moving? Great. That's okay. It might have just gotten a lot worse. Vulcan. Yeah, I have the Vulcan. And yeah, autocorrect sucks. Does this one move? No. Does this one move? No. Does that move? Well, yeah, that's gonna move. That's just a capacitor. Is that attached? Yes. What is it attached to? Nothing. What? God, it's so hard to see. You know what, stuff, and I'm gonna unscrew this. Why does that screw have to magnetize now? Oh, good lord. All right. Let's clean this out first. And then, see, what does that do? That is very greasy. Is this one as greasy? Yes. I don't think this has orientation, but this will enable me to clean it. Now this can come off. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. So, is that the problem? It looks like it could be. That is an unreasonable amount of glue. That's a lot of glue. And there's just this bit that's sticking out of it for no reason. What the hell? What is this? What kind of redneck engineering is this crap? Who did this? This is the crappiest soldering I've ever seen. Let me see if any of these contacts move. Because if any of them move, that means they're not soldered together. And there's more mouse crap. Let go of it. Oh my god. Will that come out? Ew! Ew! It's so bad! Oh my god! I need this thing needs to be cleaned. This thing needs deep cleaning so badly. It's all stuck to it. Oh, get out! Ew! Ah! I hate it. I hate it. I hate this. What is the problem with this thing? This is the motor. Like, this right here is where the motor is. And there's just this big, stupid dart post thing. What is it? Whatever Hasbro was on when they made it, I want it. It's so filthy. It's so gross. This is like hot glue that was just put there to bridge the two connectors again. That's not how you do it. Why are these even connected on the motor? This is horrible. This is horrendous. What happens if I take this out? I don't know if this thing's gonna go back together the same way ever again. Oh, it's stuck. Okay, so that screw is useless. Oh wow, it really is. Sure. Okay. Are you sure that it just is completely pointless? Yeah, that doesn't hold anything together. The friction is what's holding those pieces together. Alright, may as well put that back in, because that's never coming out. Oh my gosh. I would like to get into this gear rack so I can deep clean the gears. I have no idea. I have no clue why it is not, like, because I can't get in there. So I can't, like, look in there to see if there are more connectors that aren't going through because it's so tight. I really feel like this is what's doing it. I would not be surprised if I just touched that to itself right there. If it suddenly works, I'm gonna be pissed that they did it like that. Because that is absolutely diabolical in so many ways. As about the Vulcan, because I'm trying to find a blaster that is a turret just like the Vulcan. Your best bet is the Rhino Fire or the Rage Fire. The Rhino Fire, maybe not, but it uses magazines, while the Rage Fire uses chains, so I don't really know. I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't want to put this back together without cleaning it, but I also can't get it further apart to keep cleaning it, and I need to wash my hands because my hands are gross. Okay, thanks. No problem. I have no idea. I don't know. It's got to be here. Whatever the problem is, it has to be right there. There is nowhere else that could be the source of this problem. It has to be there. It has to be. But I can't even begin to figure out exactly what it is that is actually screwing up. My only thought is that piece. That is the only thought that I have, is that it would be that piece there. And if that's the case, then I'd have to open this back up, hot glue it again, and then stinking... Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to touch these gears again. Blech. Oh my god, it's so filthy. I'm just gonna get that off. Get it off. Oh my god, it's so gross. Even is this crap? What is this crap? Get the hair off of it, and then just get on there. I just want to see if my idea worked in any way. So I'm pretty sure that goes like here, or somewhere around here. Here? Yeah, I think it's like here. I don't know exactly what tooth it needs to land on. That's what I'm concerned about. Then this gear is just, ugh. Ew. Oh my god, it's so filthy. I just gotta see if it works. I just gotta see if it works. There. No, stop. Don't go in wrong. Don't make me touch it more than I have to. Alright, I'm gonna assume it's that one. I'm sure it's not, but I can figure that out more later. And oh my god. Just get back in. Yep, just like that. I'm going to see if that worked. If it didn't, we're going to have to come back to this another time. I may end up getting my friend to help me with this because this thing is so filthy that I don't want to do this alone. This is something that I need my friend's assistance to fix. I may try and rope Flygonial into this. I don't know. If I can get Flygonial to come and help me fix this nugget, then that would be great. But I don't know where he is because he hasn't attended a Hanu in a very long time. Okay. Okay, so that's... The motors can move, whatever it is. It's not like the motors are physically jammed shut. Also, I didn't even need to take that screw out. It's not holding anything in. Oh, that's fine. There's one screw that does not want to line up. There we go. There. It's all wonderful now. Wait, where does the magazine even go on that blaster? It's not a magazine, it's a hopper. So this whole block right here, you just drop in rival rounds from the top, and there's a conveyor belt which will push them into the flywheels. This blaster is basically just a Percy's without a removable hopper. No, don't do that. Can the conveyor belt move? I don't know. Wait, so they didn't add a rocket? What? What do you mean they didn't add a rocket? There's a rocket slot in the game right under the main barrel. There is a rocket slot, but there's no rocket, no. I don't know Overwatch, so I don't know what the thing is supposed to look like in the game. Hasbro missed an opportunity there. Bro, it's Hasbro. You know that they made this just so that they could shovel it out right before Christmas and make all of the fanboys buy it. That's the only reason stuff like this comes out. Like, they don't care. It's Hasbro. Also, this is the wrong screw for here, I just remembered. Good point. Ugh. Plus, this came out before Mega XL, and considering, like, they would have had to add... oh my god. They would have had to add a way to fire the rocket, which probably would have been some kind of big orange button on the side of it. And considering how large this is, you can't even really get your hand over there, so it's like... it would have been a lot of work for something that would kind of just end up being half-baked anyways. No hair, please. Imagine this thing works just from me doing that. I don't think it's going to, but that would be quite amazing. Okay, that has to fit. There we go. Also, there's just all this rival round fluff everywhere, all over in here. There's so much of it. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, and then there's just this part, which is now covered in hair, because everything in this thing has to be covered in hair. Am I sick of it being covered in hair? Yes, I very much am. Oh, my dad's home. Oh, don't you dare fall in. Don't you dare. Just line up. Let me screw in. Come on. Come on. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Thank you. Now we take this half of it, and I gotta get this, and then clip it back in with the rest of the slots. There we go. Now I can close it. There we go. I have to open that so that it actually, you know, fits. There we go. There. Nope. That part, this part doesn't want. There we go. There we go. Like a glove. What are your thoughts on modules? What do you mean? I have to screw it all together. Modulus. I never know how to spell a line's name correctly. You're fine. I did a video talk about Modulus a few years ago. I think it was Hasbro's best series. I think the only one that was like could have been better than Modulus would be the Elite series, but it's like for me personally, I think that the Modulus series was the best. like, even the bad blasters in the Modulus series still had things that you do with them, like the ¿cómo se llama? The ion fire, you could turn it into a stinking hand cannon that shot so hard it could break glass. The Battle Scout, you could mod to take magazines, and then you just had a really nice, comfortable pump action blaster that was really compact. The Tri-Strike was relatively good. I don't think the Tri-Strike was the most interesting, even though, ironically, it was like the best idea. How do you quote mod a blaster? You open it, you take the parts out of it that don't do what you want it to, and you put better parts in. It's pretty simple. You can also just do cosmetic stuff, so you take the thing apart and then paint it and put it back together. You never ever want to paint it while it's put together because all the moving parts will bind up and then stick together, and then it'll never work properly again. And really, modding isn't as much modding as it is taking the things that you don't like about the blaster and just replacing them with things that you do like. And that'll vary depending on the person and what you like about blasters in general. Like, for example, if you like high performance stuff, then modding things like the Nerf Longshot will be up your alley, because the Longshot is one that you can make shoot so hard that it's like it breaks games. It's fun. But if you like milsig stuff, which I personally don't agree with that. I don't think it's a good idea. Then just paint the blaster. You don't have to do anything with the you don't have to do anything with the internals. Just painting it is enough of a mod for you to have a milsig loadout. I really wouldn't, because then your local Karen's going to think that you have an actual firearm and she's going to get mad and call the police or something. Good question. I heard of an old company called Boomco. Is it better than Nerf? Boomco was interesting and rather controversial, I guess. I don't know why that's not going any further, but I don't really care. Boomco's whole shtick was the darts were different, and that's the kind of the reason they failed, was because Boomco used straws. They used like plastic straws with rubber tips instead of foam darts with rubber dart heads. Okay, that's like sinking all the way down. That's stopping there. What is going on? I'm actually a bit concerned about that, because that's weird. I don't know if that's lined up with the screw hole. You know what? I don't give a crap. It's fine. But the general consensus was, yes, Boomco was better than Nerf. It's just they failed because they didn't use the standard dart type, which is unfortunate. Here's the rocket part you were talking about. Is it true that there was a time Nerf painted both sides of the blaster? Oh yeah, absolutely. In fact, that was pretty recent. they were painting both sides of the blaster. N-Strike was painting on both sides, and Early Elite was also painting on both sides. It was kind of after the first sort of generation of N-Strike Elite that they stopped painting the left side of the blaster. And in some specific cases, they still did, like with the Rhino Fire, they painted both sides. But in most cases, they would leave as many details as possible off the left side of the blaster to save costs. But in Early Elite, they didn't worry about that at all. It was kind of after the first few Elite blasters came out that they started doing that. So after 2020, no, before 2020. Before 2020. Because if you're thinking of Elite 2.0, no, they were doing that way before Elite 2.0 came out. Oh man, that's why I never find a blaster claw on both sides. So I mainly got into Nerf after 2020. Yeah, you got into Nerf as it was dying, and I feel bad for you on that part. Because before Nerf in 2020, they were kind of at their highest. If you look at original N-Strike Elite blasters and N-Strike blasters, then you'll find all kinds of like really good stuff that's just infinitely better than what Hasbro's selling nowadays. Like comparing their lineup of stuff that they make nowadays to the things that they made before 2020 is like, it's not even a fair comparison. It's just infinitely worse in every way. But what a time to get into the hobby. That's for sure. Most people have been like leaving the Nerf hobby in 2020. What blasters do you have now? I'm curious. Shut up! Okay. Let's see if there's any change. All I have is a double-sided shotgun that holds 8 darts and a zombie strike with a stop sign. A stop sign? What? I can't even begin to imagine what the stop sign is. And double-sided, what is it called? The Warden or the Rough Cut or something else? Or is it a Flip Shots blaster? Because the Flip Shots ones have, it's like darts in the front and then darts facing back, and you pull something and then it flips over. Alrighty, let's see. Oh yeah, let's see. Oh great, now it doesn't work at all. So whatever I did, I made it worse. Good. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Yup, it does not rev anymore. Ah, it's jammed. God. Well, at least it revved before. Now it doesn't do anything. And I still don't know why or what the problem is. I'm just gonna solve this later. And the Peely gun, there are two that you could be talking about. One of them shoots 1 dart and the other one shoots 4. Ow. Okay, I'm done doing this. I'm done doing that. I need a break. I'm also get my blasters from Goodwill. Wait, give me 1 second. I need to wash my hands after all that. There. Loads, and you push the cut part back and forth to get pressure to shoot. One left and another on the right. So the Warden or the rough cut. That's what you're talking about. There's no way that it isn't. It just depends on if it is like turquoise or blue or white. Because the rough cut looks, if I can please get off. Rough cut looks like this. And the Warden looks kind of the same, except the front end is bigger. Like, it's a bit bigger, but prime back and forth. You front load 8 darts. It's got slam fire. I like this blaster. This one's good. This is a good one. This is, it's like that, but a different color. Yeah, so there are 3 versions of this. This is the original blue one. There's also a white one, and then there's one that has, like, blue and white camouflage on it. The blue and white camouflage one is the worst because that one can just break randomly. But the original blue one and the white one are pretty good. But, like, here's kind of a synopsis on Hasbro before 2020, what they were making before. Here's some of my favorite blasters, like the Infamous here. This thing's full auto, mag fed, and it has this port where you put darts in and it loads itself. You just put the darts in and it loads it into the magazine for you. It's badass. It's so cool. Let me actually show you. I need to put that down somewhere. There. Zombie Strike one has like spark plugs and needs batteries, and they mold stop sign. The Revoltinator. You're talking about the Revoltinator. Yeah, the Revoltinator is pretty good. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with it. Here. You put a mag in. Mag is empty. 6. And then you just and now it's loaded. And yeah, my batteries are pretty much dead, but that's the Infinus. Not to mention it has an annoying handle. That would be so useful. It is really good. The annoying handle has no reason to be there. Yep, that's a Revoltinator for you. That's a Revoltinator. Oh, the Revoltinator with its weird, stupid top handle that exists for no reason. But yeah, for the longest time, the Infinus was my favorite blaster. Just because it's so cool. It's so innovative. And when you have batteries in it that aren't terrible, it's actually very fast. Like, it's really, really easy to load. But that is the Infinus. Then the next year, not as interesting mechanics-wise, but more fun, is the Titan CS50, which... This thing's just ridiculous. It's a giant minigun. It comes with a 50 drum, which is kind of the big selling feature. It's got a 50 dart drum that you slam into it. Again, it's full auto, and then this spins while you're full autoing it. So it's really fast and really fun. Really comfortable. One of the most comfortable blasters released of all time, I think. This thing's awesome. I love this thing way too much. And it's unfortunately really rare, which sucks, but that's life. Then there's actually two that kind of are doing the same thing, but they do it in different ways. You have the Rapid Strike, which just being able to put darts in it like that will allow me to clean up and fill mag from active barrel, just grab a handful of Zed, grab another mag. Exactly. That's what I use it for. The Rapid Strike looks a lot more streamlined. I think this blaster looks so good, it's not even funny. Again, full auto. You just hold down the trigger, it goes. It's a bit slow for the full auto, and that's kind of people's biggest complaint with it, is that it doesn't go fast. And then Hasbro said, it's okay, we'll fix it, and they released this one. This is the Hyperfire, which, just like the Rapid Strike, is full auto, but this one shoots really fast. It's a very high rate of fire for a dart blaster, especially at the time. It's still totally usable. It's just the biggest drawback with this is the fact that it has a high rate of fire, so the FPS is lower. And it's using the same amount of batteries as the Rapid Strike, so it's like... Yeah, actually, I think this uses D batteries and the Rapid Strike uses C's. I could be wrong. Let me see. Yeah, this is D batteries. I know the Rapid Strike uses C batteries, so that might be it. How rare is the Vulcan? The Vulcan's not rare. The Vulcan is not rare at all. You just have to look for it. If you go on eBay, you can find them for moderately cheap. They're not, like, the most common thing in the world by any means, but they're not... I wouldn't even remotely say that these are rare. Like, you can totally find these things. Oh, it has batteries in it. Why does it have batteries in it? What the heck? I gotta get the batteries out of this. But yeah, I love the Vulcan. It's so cool. This is such a fun blaster. Very, very ahead for its time. Very ahead of its time. Very good at its job, I think. Oh, here's another one that's pretty magical. The, Mag Strike here. Have you seen the Mag Strike? Because if you haven't seen one of these, I'm about to blow your mind. Oh, you found the box. Yeah, I did. The Mag Strike is probably, like, in the top 3 of the most awesome blasters ever made. No, I didn't lose the ammo box. I just never had one. Like, I didn't ever have one. Have you seen the Mag Strike, though? I'm curious if you've seen this. No, I haven't. Okay, so the max. This thing's so hot. I put this in like one of the top 3 of the most revolutionary blasters ever. So you take your mag, or your clip, and you put it down with 10 darts in it. And then it does this. It's so funny. So good. It does miss one. There we go. But yeah, that's the Mag Strike. Yeah, it uses a clip. I don't know why it's called the Mag Strike either. But the blaster itself is so good. It's so good. Like, if you get a bunch of Mag Strike clips and you get fast with pumping it, you could actually use it pretty effectively. And I have a substantial number of Mag Strike clips. But yeah, if there aren't any more questions, I think I'm going to end the stream. I think I've done enough for one day, and my phone is dying, so I will see y'all next time.